but we haven't seen him yet since then. So I really want him to prove himself again today. I would love for him to win, but until he does, again here consistently in a match where it's not like, okay, who knows who I'm playing against, it's the all-kill format, in the predetermined format where these guys have a week to prepare for this match. I want to see him win here before I pass judgment on him to say, like, I think he's better than Maru, or that I think he'll beat Maru in a best-of-1 right now. That's my take on it.
I just feel like, for me, he's proven himself enough. It was a little bit ago, but as long as he's been practicing and keeping up his level of play, it definitely hasn't gone down. As long as he's still practicing, which I feel like he definitely will be off the back of his like recent hype and stuff. He does have losses in his last 3 games, but still that's outside of playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he really performed in playoffs, but I mean, in a kind of like a normal week, he does not do very well. Looking at 1-9 there.
Yeah.
I'm still only 1 game against Terran outside of playoffs, so
yeah, exactly.
I feel like he showed how good he is in this matchup, specifically in playoffs. Yeah. He played 2 games there and won them both.
effOrt's the type of guy though that plays really well, like in just a sudden situations, like all kill format. It's like, all right, now you got to play, you got to snipe this guy. He's the type of player I feel he could be a good player to send to DreamHack to do well. Very opposite of Roro and TY. That aside, we're going into game number 1 here on merry-go-round. Maru, best Terran in the world, against a Zerg versus Terran specialist. Let's find out which one of these 2 teams is going to take the lead.
LTA는 SK텔레콤.
Up here in the top right, in the green for JINAIR Green Wings, Terran player, it is Maru.
And his opponent over here to the left side of the map at the 11 o'clock. It's the lowrider Zerg. It's effOrt.
The lowrider Zerg? What does that mean?
He used to always sit really low in his chair in the beginning of StarCraft 2. Like, he would sit like really low in his chair and play the game.
That's actually terrible.
All the time.
Terrible for like every part of your body too.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, it's actually very important to have a good stature when you play StarCraft 2 or any like stressful game like this. If you're playing Hearthstone, you're like leaning back in your chair, you got your feet up on the desk, like that's okay because there's like no big mechanical things you're doing in the game.
Oh,
but
yeah.
for StarCraft,
for the most mechanical game, like
especially for your wrists and stuff.
Yeah.
DAE Planet Anna?
I don't know what that said.
I don't know. I couldn't quite catch that one.
Yeah.
DAE, know if that sign belongs in Pro League? Like wow. I'm like, anyways.
Going on. Moving on.
I'm like, I think Poopy's 420 is in the building.
Oh,
we've caught.
That's him, man.
We've caught Grakeal O'Neal in the flesh.
Grak attack. Look at this. I think it's talking about Kanada's voting style.
Yeah.
Always voting for the underdog there.
Yeah.
In a lot of situations.
Yeah. And very standard start from both players. We see a gas before pool for effOrt, so he's going to get very fast speedlings out, which will do great if there is a Reaper. But so far no Reaper. We see a Marine and then a Reaper. So definitely kind of getting that Marine out, kind of deny any sort of Overlord scout early. Maybe try and find some Overlords on the map while getting that Reaper out and proceeding to kind of scout the Zerg base.
Yeah.
From there, we'll have to wait and see if we're going to see some sort of Hellbat style that I know Maru just loves.
Yeah, he's going the wrong way to find the Overlord. Now actually redirects. I don't think he's going to get it, though.
No,
it's too late.
He's far too
slow.
late. Yeah.
No.
Very good Overlord scout there.
Well, he was like just barely off both ways, I would say, like to find out which spawning location it is.
If he could find this bottom one, though, it'd be really good because that's the one that's going to have to go into the main base and really scout everything. So if he can deny that, then he's in a really good position.
I think the main idea here for him is just like, where is he? Not more so like about I want to snipe the Overlord.
Yeah, well, he definitely gave it away there.
Yeah, he got a bit too close. Zerg players sometimes just are not on top of hiding that Overlord. We saw like actually like on remember on Metalopolis and like Lost Temple where it was like people were so smart about pulling the Overlord back.
I guess he did it in time, guys, or at least Maru didn't notice it because Maru's going in the wrong direction here.
Yeah, maybe he was just out of range of that command center.
Yeah, maybe the SCV wasn't on the right side.
It's funny because yesterday we saw a Zerg player just go for it because he wanted to scout.
I mean, you're going to get scouted either way, and at this point the Queens are out, so the Reaper's not going to do anything really.
Yeah.
And there's nothing really to hide for effort, so it's okay to let that Reaper in.
He knows he's going to go for not a gasless build, and he's, well, actually, he's not even going to be able to get in there, to be honest. He might even lose his Reaper. What?
Oh, no, Jukes. The Jukes.
Juking and jiving is the Reaper. He gets out of there.
We've been saying that a lot recently in Pro League. All right, so Reactor going down here, probably a starport next to that.
Yep. As we've seen a lot of.
And an armory then after that.
Maybe.
You guys are calling the build.
It's gonna be like probably the Wolf build.
The Wolf build?
The Wolf build.
Yeah. 8 Hellions into Hellbats.
I like that build a lot.
Hasn't worked yet in Pro League, but I knew that one day the day would come.
Now this Overlord is going to try to come in. Will he commit? Maru's done a really good job of getting those 2 Marines there on the edge to patrol and deny that scout. Doesn't look like he committed there with the Overlord if you look.
Oh, look at this Reaper micro. Oh, Hellion's coming to help out.
Will he save it?
Oh my God. No, he doesn't save it.
Oh,
that's unfortunate.
That was really close. Really nice micro.
I want to point out that right now Overlord's speed is being researched. He's really concerned about what sort of build Maru's going for.
This is a really smart play. I really like this a lot. Not many Zergs do this. They don't get that Overlord speed very early, and it makes it really hard to scout. And some builds from Terran, if you don't scout them, you have to get lucky to counter them, or you're just going to die. And it's very important.
So we haven't talked too much about this yet, but the Reapers, or rather not the Reapers, the Reactor stays on the barracks. He keeps making Marines, but he's going into Banshees. So he's got like a Hellion Banshee with a ton more Marines than you would normally have.
And the speed on this Overlord is going to see everything, including the cloak being upgraded in there. So amazing timing there on that scout.
And we see an armory go down, so it looks like it will be Hellbats eventually.
Oh, and he sees it too. That's really important since that second Overlord in there.
It really looks like it's going to be sort of like a Banshee Hellion into
Marine
Banshee Hellbat with a lot of Marines to back it up, but no stim, no upgrades so far.
It's like a little bit of a variation on what we saw from Marine King.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
Still can do a lot of damage for sure. We see roaches coming out now, which is very important. No bailing nest, which isn't entirely
not 100% necessary here. Yeah,
he could do it without it for a while until stim is like anywhere near done. He'll be fine. And he has extra queens out and some good creep spread. So effort in a really good position to deal with this kind of 2-base timings.
And with the speed on his Overlords, he's able to get a great scout in the middle of the map and just get them away without losing them. So he sees this whole army coming. He's going for a counterattack. Needs to lift that depot. Doesn't lift it.
Uh-oh. This is not a whole lot of lings, but still it's very annoying. It's going to stop some reinforcements. But this is the big story here. Can these Marines with the Hellbats to buffer do enough damage to actually wipe enough of these units off the map? I mean, he may decide to go down towards that third base, but he definitely wants to engage this now with the Banshee here to support. Cloak is about to be done. No lair just yet. It's not quite completed. The Sport Car is coming in, but until it's rooted, it's not going to matter. That Banshee's doing so much extra DPS here at the back.
Some more roaches pop out. Is it enough?
I think so.
It looks like it's going to be enough to counter this ground army by far, but he still has to deal with the Banshee.
Yeah.
Looks like he's just going to fly it away for now.
Really beautiful reaction and beautiful build by effort. Really securing like great scouting, great tech, everything he needs to deal with this kind of 2-base that we're seeing from Terran in this latest meta.
I think he's actually going to most likely go into a roach push here. In fact, with Nidus.
Oh, yeah. And I think this is a great follow-up. Considering where the Sim City is of Maru, there's nothing scouting the edges. He could definitely get a Nidus down if he wants.
Look at this being so annoying with his Overlord even in the main base,
but that's
dropping some creep.
That's like going to stop bunkers from going up at that location, too.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be cool if like creep could stop like supply depots going up and stuff?
Yeah, that would actually be really interesting.
That would be like make such a cool thing for the game.
Brings in another Overlord here. Maybe want to put down some more creep over there.
I think he just wants to stop bunkering from happening.
And the Nidus is done. Where is he going to Nidus to?
I don't even think he's necessarily going to Nidus in the main. I think he might actually just Nidus right outside the front.
I think he could definitely Nidus in the main.
He could.
He's got that corner.
If he gets the bottom.
There he goes. Corner's up.
Yep.
And that creep's going to help his roaches move faster in that location.
This is going to do so much
damage. But there's an attack coming at the same time. He needs to deal with this as well.
Let's see how effort responds to the attack. Scan goes down here. It looks like he's going to stay at home to defend. Leaving a few roaches over here to attack.
Oh, so smart. Getting a few roaches out. If he gets them into the mineral line, it could do so much damage while defending this.
All right, Overseer morphing. The Banshees are cloaked here. Spore Crawler over here to the left side. The Banshees still doing a lot from the right, but I think this is just too much effort and not enough Maru.
Does have a nice concave here, but I feel like effOrt needs maybe some more units to pop out here. A lot of Stim Marines in the back.
Yeah, those Marines doing so much for him right now.
Oh my god.
18 Roaches about to pop out, though, and this attack in the main base is killing so many Harvesters. There's a Queen over here as well. They actually transfuses that to get a little bit more time on that Nidus.
Oh, really nice defense with the Cloaked Banshees, but still, like you mentioned, a lot of units right now in the main
Overseer here,
base.
too, to help get that vision. He replants the Nidus, and he's starting to spread creep towards these production facilities. Production facilities are camped. The base is held. I think Maru is dead. effOrt's done it, man. Showing some great ZVT prowess yet again. Picks off this factory first. And with the new Nidus, he can just rally all of those Roaches. Maru looks dead as a doornail right now. More Overseers coming over here as well to add insult to injury. GG.
Wow, beautiful play. I'm really impressed with effOrt's plays. Everything about that was just so well done. Great
CJ,
scouting.
man. Looking really good right now.
So good. He's definitely found his ZBT, that's for sure. His ZBT of Brood War. Yep. Back in action.
I feel like it could not have been a better actually draw here on the players that were picked for effOrt going against Maru. He takes out one of JINAIR's strongest players in his strongest matchup, does an amazing job at awesome hold against a really popular Terran build. He saw it coming miles away, and from there he knew exactly what to do to punish Maru for it, and he takes the win.
Yeah, very, very solid play. Just good reactions. I love the Overlord speed. Almost feels like it's going to be a necessity coming forward with the current meta.
It's just like perfect if you simply can't get an Overlord into that main base. Like that's the best next step to do, and we don't see nearly enough Zergs do it.
He even used it later then to use the Nidus and also to spread creep to make his Roaches a little bit faster.
And it keeps Overlords alive too. Like if there's a Viking on the map, you just send him home.
Yeah. Also, the Overlords that spotted the army moving across, he was able to save those and see it coming.
Yep.
Helps against Banshees, too, with the Overseers chasing those down, Widow Mines later on. So
I think we saw that in round one, like day 2 or something, and I'm like, why isn't this standard? No one really did it for like up until now. You know, we saw it like every once in a while, but it's definitely very, very useful, especially in a time where Terrans are doing, you know, new styles and they need to make sure that they're safe again.